remember walking into the Arise kitchen 5 years ago, a little over 5 years ago. And I walked in and I met this beautiful curly-haired woman. And my first thought was, she is cute. And my next thought was, she is probably way out of my league. Because I was this new Christian. I was a poor farmer. And you're this attractive woman who's so mature and confident. One day, there you were in the orchard, sun shining through your gorgeous curly hair. And I finally decided to ask you for your number. And you turned me down. But obviously the story didn't end there, and praise the Lord. I'm so glad that the story is still being written. Because just over 1 year later, we got in the car with your parents and a few other members of your family. And we drove across the country for a 5-day road trip in 4 national parks. And I got a chance to fall in love with them, just as I had already fallen wildly in love with you. See, before that trip, I was already firmly convinced that you would make somebody an amazing wife. But it was then, on that trip, that I knew for sure that I wanted that person to be me. A little over 3 years after that, after living time zones and even continents apart, here we are today.
Daniel Allen Nicholls. The first 3 things I remember about you were that you made excellent bread, that you were a farmer, and that you were brave enough to ask for forgiveness. From our first encounter where you heard angels singing as I was walking through the orchard, to me bringing you very down to earth with my, what would be the purpose for you having my phone number? We have come a long way. The wait for you has been the closest thing I've ever experienced to my wait for Jesus to come. I waited and prayed for years. Then you came, and it took me a while to realize that my wait had come to an end in you. Contrary to the cliche, falling in love with you didn't happen that easily. But once I decided to take a step forward, I just couldn't stop. Your gentle and arduous pursuit of my heart, your servant spirit, and your devotion to God are qualities that have no match. But by far, my favorite thing about you is the way you've always loved me. You are so selfless, kind, and patient with me. You lead me in a strong yet gentle manner that it amazes me how can you balance those so well. I promise to keep the fear of the Lord before me, looking to Jesus every day, so that through His love, my love for you will be refined, purified, and elevated. I promise to continue loving you for who you are, and embrace every change in you as part of the man you continue to become. I promise to make you happy in my love, and to be everything that I can be for you, as I also preserve my individuality that God gave me and that you appreciate so much. I promise to never take you for granted, and to be intentional and relentless in seeking and focusing on your excellencies rather than your defects. I promise to be your strong, gentle, and faithful companion in this journey of life. Young or old, in plains or in a desert, at home or in foreign lands, to make my heart a dwelling place for you, so you always feel at home. I promise to embrace our differences and see them as strengths and not as a hindrance. To let you infuse my Puerto Rican beans with your green roasted chiles, so that we get to discover that amazing flavor, the amazing flavors that can come out of it. If God gave us the gift of children, I promise to be a devoted, perseverant, and diligent mother, to them, teaching them to respect and honor their Father in heaven and on earth. I will be intentional in loving you as my husband first, and to encourage you in your role as the priest and servant leader of our home. Little did I know that our last months preceding our wedding would have even more parallels with his coming. An unprecedented time that led us to not really know the day nor the hour of our wedding. Thanks, coronavirus.
I would like to say that it is a dream come true, but the truth is, just like everything else God does, it is so much better. Because you are better than the girl of my dreams.
Daniel Allen Nicholls, I cannot wait to start this life and journey with you. And like one of my favorite songs says, better than the promises is the day we get to keep them. I cannot wait to experience all the kinds of happy with you. Te amo.